Get everything you need to get ready for this walk. I am fighting with this camera. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Oh gosh, I sound like one of my podcasters. One of my favorite podcasters. Ooh, too far, too far. Too much information. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if we can see. Hey! Great Rising. For some reason, ooh, that YouTube thing looks so dark. Now it looks a little lighter. And I went back to dark. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to get it light. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Anyhow, great rising, great rising, great rising. Joan, great rising. Diane, great rising. Mary. Hey, you guys getting ready to get down with the Thanksgiving food. Food, child, food. Y'all fitting to do it. Let's get started. Oh, wait, y'all. Y'all know I got my little fan here. That's awful noisy. It is dirt noisy. Alright, here we go. I'll take care of it on a break. Here we go, y'all. Still looking a little dark. For the YouTubers. I don't know why that is. Y'all keep exercising while I do my camera fight. It could be my eye too. Ha ha! I might see it bad. Alright. Here we go. Steady going. Say 35 seconds that I didn't give you. Great risings, great risings. Yeah, I gotta bring the jacket down because right after I finish doing this, I go upstairs and I take the dogs out. So, I gotta go take the dogs out. So, that's what I'm doing. Great risings, Diane, Mary, Joan. I think that's the only one that sees me at all this time that I've been walking. On Facebook, Mita Mita. Or Meta Meta. I like Mita Mita better. Ever since I've been on Mita. Mita Mita. Ah, Meta Meta. It should be Meta. Meta Meta. I don't like Meta. I never met her. I like Mita Mita. M-E, me, T-A, ta. Mita Mita. Anywho, we'll call it FB. Or Mita, formerly known as FB. Or Meta. AKA Facebook. Oh man, let me slow down. Oh, I didn't want to start this fast. I woke up this morning listening to California Dreaming podcast. Been listening to podcasts for years. Love podcasters. And she did true. I'm infatuated with true crime podcasters. They're my favorites. And then the African American podcasters. I love them. They're funny. But they're true crime too. Like Affirmative Murder. That's really good podcast. And then my daughter turned me on to my mama said we call Kermit the anyways, he's a mixed race, but he's a white hater. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Never understood that. Yeah, like that movie Passing. Iron Man. If you can pass, then pass. Especially back in them days when it was so horrible. Then pass. If passing help you feed your family, then pass. So anyway, you have Kermit. My mama told me. And then my favorite, which I'll listen to tomorrow, not today, Lacey. With Scam Goddess. And she tells you all about the current scams of today and stuff. But I woke up this morning to California Dreaming. Yes. I woke up to California Dreaming. And it was something. It really was something. It was on the Betty Broderick. Now, I had said I was going to stop listening to Betty Broderick because I had heard about her until full of hearing about Betty Broderick. She's the one who married the man who was a doctor. Then he became a lawyer. They lived in San Diego. And then he dumped her for the trophy wife. And during the divorce and everything, they kept going back and forth like water roses. And then she wound up killing the husband and the trophy wife that he had. Oh, 5 minutes already. So I'm listening to it, and finally someone, thank goodness she went to the comments because I was fit to burst. I was raised, don't worry, next week Monday, headset's back on, you take it off. Remember, I'm dog sitting, trying to reserve some energy, because when I do that fast walk, trust me, I got enough energy to go upstairs, take care of the dogs, give me something to eat, and I'm out. At least. Maybe for an hour. Then I jump back up, and I have this energy you would not believe. Anyway. They couldn't understand. Roseanne, she does California Dreaming. She has that low, monotone voice. And you never know what's going to happen when you go down the block and you turn. See, that's Roseanne. So I usually use her to relax and listen to true crime. But everyone couldn't understand why Betty was the way she was. And it made me think back to being raised by my grandmother. My mother didn't say this, but my grandmother drilled it like a drill sergeant. You can't cook, you ain't gonna keep no man. You ain't gonna keep no husband. You better do that if you gonna get a husband. Everything to me in my head, maybe my cousins heard it differently, but everything to me that she judged us on was our ability to get and keep a man and stay married. Everything. We went to school and we learned how to read. She was good with that because she was born in 1905. Reading wasn't big. But still, okay, women gotta learn to read. But you still want to be married, and your whole thing is to be subservient to a man. And I was thinking this morning, I didn't do this with my daughter so much. What I said to her was, oh, you get a job, you're going to college, you're going to get an education so you can take care of yourself and get a husband, because this is what society says. This is how you climb the ladder of success. If you're single, they take more taxes. You marry, less taxes. It's a society that calls for marriage. So, that's how I did her. But I've heard stories about Betty, and Roseanne spoke about it too. And I want to tell you, Betty was Catholic. And I know their whole thing is staying married. Till death do us part. To death us do part. And I know a lot of women that take that very serious. That man can step on their head, drag them down the stairs, slam their head in the door, kick them down out on the sidewalk, run over them, back over them, and if they survive, they're still going to stick with their marriage. Because if they don't, they're going to be excommunicated from the church. And no one said anything about that. No one said anything about old Betty being a staunch Catholic, being afraid of being kicked out of the Catholic Church. They never said that for her motivation, for holding on to her marriage. No priest came and said this is how she was raised. You marry a man, you stay, you grab hold of him, you keep with him, you stay with him. Until you kill him or he kills you, or you die or he dies. So they said, oh, Betty crazy. Crazy. Oh, hey, morning. I'll see you on the break. Oh, Betty is crazy. I think Betty's not crazy. Betty's been hearing that yin yang since forever. If you're not married, yep. If you're not married, you're nothing. And I have seen women in my life, knots on the top of their head about as big as golf ball, lip, lean down because the little, what do they call it? Because when you've been punched so many times and it don't heal and it gets that little thing. And so proud to be sporting that wedding ring. And I remember just being so like, really? And being told, that those are wounds of like honor to show how much you really want to save your marriage and stay with your marriage. So I was like, whoa. So you know when I got married, it's in my 20s. He was Muslim, I didn't know. I know my dad loved him. That should have been my sperm donor. That should have been a sign that something was wrong with him. But I remember when he said, I just remember seeing his face. He ever said, if I ever have to give you one of these, or he said to me, one of these and you be straight. And I remember looking at him and saying, don't close your eyes when you fall asleep. And I remember sitting up. I went to work the next morning, got the baby up and did whatever. But I remember sitting up like this, staring because we had the TVs with the fuzz in them at night until the last show and the fuzz. And all night long, him with that one eyeball. And then after 2 days, we kind of did a truce. But we know the marriage was over. But that wasn't Betty's life. Betty was told, you hang in there. And that's what you do. That's the house. society where you say woman, you're going to be raised to take the place of the mother of a man. After his mother births him and raises him, the father raises him, the man, with, you don't do anything. You don't do anything. If you get your wife to wipe your ass, get her to wipe your ass, get her to clean your penis. She does everything for you. Shovel the food down your mouth, burp you, and put you out there. And basically, you just run around screwing everybody. And that's what men are for. If you did a good job and you pay the bills, good. But if not, make her work. And, see, before they used to make the women stay home and the man would have to, but then somebody said, women can work, and he was like, hell yeah. You go work. We'll use all your money for everything. And my money will be used for illicit drugs, whores, and rendezvous. Minutes, y'all. Whew, but at least this morning, yesterday morning, I didn't even have nobody to throw a kiss to. Ooh, Joni, I have it on my calendar. I ain't gonna talk about it because it ain't nobody's business. Happy Tuesday, Joan. You all right about tomorrow? Let's see, what's this thing? Oh, crap. Yeah. You're going to be all right. It's going to be fine. Okay, let's finish this walk. And then, they said you got women raising men, but what women do with boys and stuff, they do everything. They don't make them make up their beds, they don't make them clean up their room, they don't make them fold their clothes and put it away. If they sit down eating, they can get up and walk away from whatever they have, and their mamas will come and clean it up. Then they go out and get a wife. And that's the wife is the mother. And she cleans it. And she does everything for him. And he can walk away from the table and don't have to take his plate and put it in the sink. And he doesn't have to clean it behind himself. And you wash and put out his clothes. And he curses you. He beats you up. And he does whatever he wants to do. And women are raised to accept that. I know y'all think this is a disco, but a long time ago, I knew this wasn't no disco. Okay? This experience we call life? No. I said, oh, that's what you go through to save a marriage. Please. I remember back in the day hearing the sisters talking with their girlfriends, and everybody had venereal diseases. But ain't nobody go outside the marriage but the husbands. Everybody had a venereal disease. I'm sick of getting him. I'm sick of him bringing this home to me. I'm sick of him. But we're married. So it's okay if he brings home a venereal disease. Because you're married. And you should be so happy to be married. You should be so grateful to be married that any disease that he brings home, you say, oh, thank you. Thank you for the disease. Thank you for the disease. Ooh, this thing is loud. Well, it'll stay like that for now. Thanks for the disease. We ain't got no money. But he got a girlfriend. But that's okay, because I married him. She just had him on the side. Somehow we're raised up to believe that the woman that's married to him is better and better off than the woman that he's laying with on the side. So, then I did try marriage again. That's how I got my last name, Camacho. Swept me off my feet, fell madly in love. We were doing good, we were planning on the future, and we hit a wall. A couple of walls that I did. I wanted his mother to come over here from Ecuador, because everybody had left Ecuador and came over here and left her behind. And I thought it was unfair. And yeah, the husband was a lawyer. He was able to come over here and do the whole law thing. And the children was here. I think one little brother was home with her. No, the little brother was here with Dad. The sister was here. Yeah, the little brother was here. John was here. Everybody had left Ecuador and left Mom behind. And I couldn't understand why you would leave Mom behind. I couldn't understand it. I could not understand it. So I was the advocate. Get Mom over here. Get Mom over here. Get Mom over here. And she came. And she hated me from the time she got off the plane. So that was a big mistake. I take that. I say my bad. But we're moving on. So I got a real good job at the UN Plaza Hotel. And John was in school already for engineering. He was parking cars. And we set up to go to Javar, which I hate to this day. Anybody who worked there from the, what is it, 80s? Yeah. So at that time, Javar, he was able to get a scholarship. But you had to, because John was smart, you had to go full time and you couldn't have a job. You could not have a job. You could not have a part-time job. You could not, your whole thing was going to DeVry. There was no weekend DeVry. There was no evening DeVry's. DeVry's was day school. Day school. And if you could not do the day school, then you could not go. So, I got a job at the UN Plaza Hotel, making more money than me and John was making at that time. And health insurance for me and him and my daughter. I was under union $11.99. We got paid every week, so we had cash to save. We was able to get us a little hootie car, or as they call, what do they call it, like a monster car or something. And life was getting ready to be sweet. And then John got all Catholic. You can stay home. Well, I'm not going to stay home. I got a good job. You're making money. You got health insurance. You can go to DeVry all day long till the cows come home. He says, no. I don't want you to work. And I was like, see, that's a foreign concept to me. He forgot he was talking to a descendant of enslaved people. So I was like, what are you talking about? No one ever said to me nothing about don't have to work. That sounds like crazy talk. Oh. So he said, no. Well, y'all know this one is coming. Because I'm the man. I was like, now he had never pulled all the little crappy receptionist jobs I had. Barely making enough money. No insurance. I got to do voodoo bones over my daughter for insurance, for health insurance. And finally I strike it where you know the DeVry, we can pay rent and have health insurance and dental care and everything. And in 2 years, when you graduate from DeVry with your engineering degree, we're on easy street. We're Betty Broderick. Well, he said, no. My family is laughing at me because you're making more than me. We should be able to live off my salary. I said, but if you go to DeVry said you can't have no salary. Well, we'll make it somehow. You're talking to a descendant of an enslaved person. We don't understand that. Anyway, thank God I got out of that marriage unscathed. When I look back at stuff, I like the way I played it. And no problem. No problem. See, because one thing that I like to teach people when they separate or and marriage and anything else. You don't be involved with a man between 1 and 2 years. Because in a man's mind, the only reason why you're divorcing him, leaving him, separating, is because of another man. It'll never be because of anything he's done. It has to be sex. He's not either giving it to you too much, or you want too much, or you're not doing it. He never thinks that the reason why a woman would want to stop being with a man is because they're sick of him. They're lazy. They don't want to be a mother to a full-grown ass man no more. They're sick of taking care of you and the kids and taking care of you and watching you fuck up everything as best you can. Fuck it all up. No. But men don't think like that. There's no reason why you should stop being with a man because you don't want to be with him no more. It's unheard of. You have to have another man on the side. So, as I do it on my breakup, didn't have enough, not a problem. Well, I learned that from my first husband. Anyway, tuck in your elbow. Let's get 15 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 1 for good luck. Whew. Tuck in your elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 1 for good luck. Yes! So anyway, that's what I wrote to Betty Broderick and Elizabeth Broderick. So. That's it. So, I say, when you raise your kids, to say you get that woman, you hold her, you get that man, you raise your girls. You get that man, you hold on to him, Nothing he does, you let him ruin that marriage. You stay married. I heard him say his bitch when I was a child. Oh, that's just a little knot. Put some ice on it. I swear to God. That's just a little knot. Put some ice on it. Here, just let me give you some ice. Just put it on your lip. Just remember, I don't know what you're doing. He's going to kill us. Don't worry. He's not going to kill you. It's going to get better. It's going to work out. That's how they were raised. That's how that generation was raised. So my mother, to my knowledge, was never married. But they were so understanding. Remember the kids in East New York? When they would get out there and start fighting and the husband dragged the wife down there. Just little clips. Drag her down the street by her hair and she's screaming. And then her girlfriends used to come out and they would jump on the husbands. And then the boyfriends and men friends would come and get their girlfriends off the husbands. And then the family was a big thing. And then the police would come. And oh, the whole block would be out by then. The whole block would be out by then. It would be a hoop to hard child.
I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah.
So,
Just for me, I'm walking.
I didn't raise my daughter so much like that, and I sure wish I know we're in a cult society. I know what this America is. There's freedom of religion, there's freedom of cult. And there's so many of them. So many cults.
I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, so happy
Yep.
to be walking.
So, yeah, thank you for the company. Here we go. Yes, we did it. This fast walk. Yay! Yes.
Yes, indeed, I'm walking.
Thank you for the company. Yes. Ha
I'm
ha.
walking.
Yeah. Oh.
So happy to be walking. Happy to be
Hey, Linda. Thanks for coming on the walk. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Tuesday, we're walking through November. Thanks for your support. Have a wonderful 23 hours. See you tomorrow. YouTube, please subscribe. Hit the like button.